Canadian Indigenous Peoples, a glimpse into their rich history. Hello everyone! Today, we're diving into the captivating world of Canadian history, specifically focusing on the Indigenous peoples. These communities have a deep-rooted history in Canada, and their stories offer unique insights into the nation's past. Let's explore. The term Indigenous Peoples in Canada typically refers to three main groups recognized in the Canadian Constitution. First Nations, original inhabitants of the land that is now Canada, excluding the Arctic. Inuit, the people of the Arctic regions. Métis, those of mixed Indigenous and European heritage. These communities have distinct languages, cultures, and traditions. Recognizing and understanding their unique identities is crucial to appreciating Canada's diverse history. Before the arrival of European settlers, Indigenous peoples thrived with their own complex societies, cultures, and economies. They lived off the land, using resources sustainably, respecting nature, and developing technologies suitable for Canada's varied climates and landscapes. For instance, the Haida of the Pacific Northwest coast were renowned for their totem poles and sophisticated canoe-building techniques. The Plains peoples, like the Cree and Blackfoot, followed buffalo herds and lived in teepees, while the Iroquoian peoples of the eastern woodlands, such as the Huron-Wendat, lived in longhouses and practiced agriculture. The 16th century saw European explorers arrive in Canada, mainly seeking new trade routes and resources. With their arrival came new trade goods, such as metal tools, which transformed Indigenous ways of life. However, this contact also brought diseases, to which Indigenous peoples had no immunity. This led to drastic population declines in some areas. Over time, European settlers began colonizing Indigenous territories, often leading to disputes over land and resources. Treaties were signed, but many were unequal and favored settlers, resulting in the displacement of numerous Indigenous communities. Between the late 1800s and late 1900s, Canada pursued a policy of forced assimilation. One of the most notorious aspects of this policy was the establishment of residential schools. Indigenous children were taken from their families and sent to these schools to erase their native languages, cultures, and identities. These institutions have left a lasting legacy of trauma within Indigenous communities. In recent decades, there's been a move towards reconciliation between Indigenous peoples and the broader Canadian society. Efforts have been made to recognize the wrongs of the past, with the Canadian government formally apologizing for the residential school system in 2008. There's a growing appreciation of Indigenous cultures, languages, and rights. However, the journey to true reconciliation is ongoing and requires continuous effort from all sides. The history of Canada's Indigenous peoples is a mix of strength, resilience, and struggles. Recognizing and understanding this history is essential for anyone hoping to fully appreciate Canada's story. We hope this video has offered you a glimpse into the rich tapestry of Indigenous history. Until next time, happy learning!